Hello everyone and welcome to Wednesday. Giselle and I just got back from work. It's 5:30. We're back earlier than we generally are. We generally get back around 6, and it's also still very sunny outside, which makes me very happy. We're going to make the same thing we had yesterday for lunch with Steve, because we both really enjoyed it a lot, and it's super easy to make.
Did we show it?
Yeah, I showed it.
Oh.
I showed the deconstructed version of it beforehand, and then the final product at the end. But I guess we can do more steps. But oh, you should see what Giselle's wearing today. Hi.
Hi.
She went to the store as well, which was lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Outfit of the day: white lace shirt. Woo, exciting! And then I have on my, my light peach skirt. And I was just wearing black tennis shoes because
those right there.
Need to be comfortable, and I didn't feel like wearing my silver.
They looked really cool. I thought that looked really cool. She like these all jet black shoes with the nice light colors on top.
Yeah. So like this skirt is pretty see-through, like it's thin material, and I need to wear a slip with it. And I couldn't find my slip today, so I put on another skirt. I put on my tutu underneath my white tutu. I have a green one, and I have a black one, and I have a yellow one, and a white one. And so I put on my white one. Even one of the layers came up, so it's several layers of tulle. And then on top of that, so it's like extra poofy and awesome. And like there's stairs that we need to go down, and they're pretty big stairs. I mean, they're normal steepness or whatever, but like the stairs are like large enough that I feel like I can go down them quickly. Unlike here, where they're like tiny little stairs.
Yeah. And
so it's like, if you try to go down them too fast, you're going to trip and fall. But down there, I can go down them pretty fast. And I was going, like, my skirt was just like, and it was like literally completely like round in the back, and it was just like poofing up so much. I felt like a fairy.
You are a fairy.
And then I also have a bow in my hair.
Very nice.
And I wore my hair down because it was dripping wet when I got to work. And so I let it down so it would dry, and then I just left it down.
Very nice. And I have a package to open. I thought it was a specific thing when I was walking up to it, but it's definitely not thick enough or big enough. And when I looked at the label, I could tell that it was not from the publisher that I thought it was. But I think I know what this is, actually, regardless of that, because they didn't have any more left. They didn't have any more of the actual arcs left, the advanced ones. So it's like, we'll just send you a finished one when they're done. Wait. No.
It is what you thought it was?
No. Except this is not something that I was expecting at all, apparently. Okay. I'm still pretty happy about it. This is pretty cool. They sent me a finished copy of something I already have, which I was not expecting in the slightest. It is a finished copy of The Collapsing Empire by John Scalzi, which comes out the 21st of this month, and I'm definitely going to be reading it before then. I have the art copy. This is one that I do have the art copy of, a nice floppy paperback, and now I have this nice hardback as well. I don't know what to do. Should I do a giveaway and give one away on my channel, or should I keep both of them like a greedy person that I am? Because this one's beautiful. Look at that.
You love John Scalzi, so I don't think anyone would blame you for
this. This is beautiful. I like this a lot.
I can't tell you to get rid of it when I have 8 copies of Dealing with Dragons by Patricia Greedy and 1 million copies of Alice in Wonderland.
We'll see what I think of it. Maybe I'll do a giveaway of. If I do do a giveaway, it might be the rare occasion where I want to keep the hardback instead of the floppy paperback, because this hardback is actually a lot nicer.
It's really beautiful.
So anyway, cool. Collapsing Empire. I've already talked about this before, so I won't bother reading about it anymore. And I'm going to be doing a review of it by the end of the month, so you'll see that at that point. But Collapsing Empire, pretty awesome.
And we already do have like a hardback of Fuzzy Nation and stuff, so it's not like we're just gonna have one random John Scalzi hardback. Like we already have.
Yeah.
Some, so it won't make. I mean, we
I
have Old Man's Word of paperback, so.
We do. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll decide. I might read from the paperback because they're just more simple to read from, but that makes me really happy. I'm still waiting for a release that just came out yesterday to come from a certain publishing company, Orbit. It'll be here in the next couple days, I hope. So I'm excited for that. Actually, I have something else to show you real quick before we eat, and after we eat I'm probably going to go to sleep because I'm very tired. I ended up staying up way too late last night reading and got a little bit too into it, and just stayed up way too late, and then didn't get very much sleep last night. So I'm gonna need to go to sleep very soon and just sleep for several hours, and I'll probably wake up very early morning and try to get some stuff done in those hours that I have in between waking up and going to work and stuff. So it's going to be a little bit of an offset of, you know, normal sleeping times, but that's not too big of a deal. I mean, the sun's actually, it is going down, and now we're going to eat dinner. By the time we're done eating dinner, the sun will probably be gone down for the most part, so it's not like I missed anything by going to sleep. But I forgot to show these yesterday. Steve let me take a couple books, as he does all the time. He had like, oh my gosh, you should see his March pile. We should have showed it. I forgot to show it. I meant to show it, but his March pile, things that coming out in March, is ridiculous. So I grabbed a couple from his March pile. This one is a thriller called The City of the Lost by Kelly Armstrong, and it just sounded interesting. It's about a homicide detective who, when she was in college, she killed a man and was never caught. And I thought that sounded pretty interesting, so I'm going to give that one a shot. And then this one seems like a literary fiction with some science fiction elements mixed in kind of thing. It's called The Wanderers. See the little astronaut guy right there with a red umbrella for some reason. In 4 years, Prime Space will put the first humans on Mars. Helen Kane, Yoshihiro Tanaka, and Sergei Kuznetsov must prove they're the crew for the job by spending 17 months in the most realistic simulation ever created. But the complications of inner space may prove no less fraught than those of outer space, as in the line between what is real and unreal begins to blur, and key relationships with the people each astronaut has left behind, daughter, wife, son, hang in the balance. The Wanderers gets at the desire behind all exploration, the longing for discovery, and the great search to understand the human heart. So this one was a bit of a weird thing to see. I've never heard of it before. I've never seen it on any sci-fi list. It's not published by a sci-fi publisher, or at least a usual sci-fi publisher. And yeah, I've never heard of it before, but I read the back and it sounded interesting, so I'm going to give it a shot. It comes out March 14th. This one I don't know when it comes out. It doesn't say. I'm guessing it's already out, probably. And then this one doesn't come out until May, and I'm really happy about it. It's Since We Fell by Dennis Lehane. You know that I'm a Dennis Lehane fan. There's his stuff right there. And I really, really want to review his new book. I'm honestly going to go into it blind, not knowing anything. That's how I want to approach it, so I'm not going to read a blurb for you or anything like that. But yeah, Since We Fell by Dennis Lehane. Really excited to read and review this one. I haven't been doing much mystery recently. I do have a few on here on the shelf that I actually got from Steve as well to review. I haven't been really requesting that many mystery thriller kind of things because I've mostly been wanting to request SFF stuff, but there are a few things like these I can read now, and then this hopefully I can get to maybe this month. We'll see. I do have lots of other stuff to catch up on, so I might have to wait until like April, but we'll see. I mean, as always, thank you very much to Steve for letting me take some of these off your hands. So here's what Giselle is cooking up. There's some onion and green pepper in here, and then just some beef as well. And she bought some more tortillas because we ate most of them already. And of course, here's the beans. So we'll make basically what we had last night. I'm going to put some more guacamole on mine, and we got some tomato in as well. Okay, so it is several hours later. I did end up falling asleep. It was a very nice, I don't want to call it a nap because it was actually like, it was basically a full night's sleep. Just happened to be misplaced a little bit, and obviously that's my own fault for staying up too late, too many days in a row, and needing to kind of do this to fix my schedule. Yeah, I'm going to try this. I do this every once in a while, every few weeks. I'll get up super early like this after sleeping in a really weird time, and then hope later on that I can stay up like later today. It's technically, for me right now, it's basically the next day. Like this is, it's already Thursday for me technically, but hopefully Thursday night tonight I'll be able to stay up until a normal time and then go to sleep at a normal time and then wake up tomorrow at a normal time. So yeah, fixing sleep schedules is so much fun. But I've been reading. It's been so difficult for me to do anything but read because I feel like I'm getting buried in books at the moment, which is not a bad thing. It doesn't feel like a chore, which I feel like a lot of people sometimes when they feel like they need to force themselves to read a lot of stuff, or when they have like a very set list of things they have to read. I've noticed this. People on BookTube tend to have problems and feel like it's starting to become a chore, and then they get into book slumps and reading slumps or whatever, and I'm I'm not really feeling that. I'm just feeling like there's a lot of stuff that I both need to and want to get to in order to just feel on track again, and it's putting me off track, of course, with vlogs. I'm going to edit some more vlogs before I go to work today, though. Today, before I go to work tomorrow, we'll keep it. We'll keep pretending it's Wednesday. Before I go to work tomorrow, so that'll happen at least, and hopefully, I'm still planning Thursday night to try to get a Logan review out. So that'll be a plan for tonight. That'll hopefully keep me awake for a while, because of course I'm gonna feel tired later, because I basically woke up a little after 1 a.m. after sleeping for many hours, and after we ate dinner, and so yeah, I'm obviously gonna feel it later after work. I'm sure it'll be difficult to stay up, but hopefully trying to film that review and getting it up will help me. It's basically been the norm recently to put off certain things because I feel really tired and lack energy, but it's not necessarily that I've lacked energy recently, just that I've just been offsetting to sleep a little bit too much and really only focusing on reading, and that in turn is also put behind some of the reviews again. Anyway, so as always, trying to get back on track with things, but I feel just kind of all over the place right now, both because vlogs are behind, and because reading is behind, and everything is behind. Oh goodness. Okay, well, I think it's about time I should end this vlog. Today was a good day, yeah, even with the kind of very long intermission that it had, and technically the fact that it's the next day. It's going to be it's going to be an easygoing rest of the early morning before work happens, and before tomorrow, for real, tomorrow happens. I just need to finish reading a little bit, edit some vlogs, and probably like in the next hour or so I'll start editing some vlogs before I go to work, and maybe I'll get some out today. And then yeah, I don't have to make a lunch today. Yesterday, as in today, Wednesday, we had like this meeting thing where we had to talk about a few things and plan out some things, and so my manager bought us pizza, and I tried very hard to not eat too much, overeat on the pizza, which can happen sometimes when pizza is right in front of me. But I did my best to moderate myself, and I only had a couple pieces, which is actually very difficult. When pizza is right in front of me, it's very difficult for me to not eat just piece after piece after piece after piece, because it's not like I don't really start to feel full. I probably will if I eat too much. Like if I eat a ton, then I will start to feel full, but just a few pieces more than what should be perceived as normal. If I do that, then it doesn't really fill me up too much, so I just do it, and it's difficult for me to get over that, but I've been getting better at moderating myself when it comes to food. And tonight I only had one of those burritos when I easily could have eaten another one. That was partly because I just wanted to go to sleep, but partly because I'm learning how to moderate myself in general when it comes to food. And yeah, anyway, so I think that's it for today. I don't have to make a lunch in the morning. I just have to eat a quick breakfast, make sure Giselle gets up, and then we'll both go to work, and it'll be good. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow.